fellow YouTubers, Trouble835 here with YouTube Gaming Community number 75. Yes, we finally hit 75. Now, first things first, I want to talk about the topic for last video, which was done by Otaku Densetsu. He messaged the topic because he thought it was interesting. It was not meant to be a drama, it was not meant to say, it was not divide, it was not versus, which a lot of people got stuck in their head. It was simply an interesting, fun topic to talk about. It was in no way meant to berate anybody, not to say anybody was better than anybody else. It was just his objective opinion of what the differences were. And some people, as any bros would like to say, got ass hurt, got their panties in a bunch over, well, that person can't possibly be related. It was just, he was trying to equate a North American person in a sense to a UK person. That's all he could come up with. No big deal. It was not meant to be the definitive. This person's like this person. Each person is their own person. P. Door, Happy Counts Gamer, Mark Vagier, Techromancer1, myself, you. We can't, I can't be you, you can't be me, you can't be those people. You can only be yourself. And you should always make the videos of being yourself. What you like, what you are passionate about. So, since we're on video 75, if my eye would leave me alone, I thought we'd go over the point of this show. Now, first things first. The point of being on YouTube for anybody starting off would be their passion for gaming. My first video game character I ever fell in love with was Pac-Man. Back in 1980, for some of you younger people, that seems like a long time ago. But anyway, and I have passion for gaming, and I found YouTube, and I decided to do YouTube, and later I fell into this video, more or less doing this videos. I call them shows, but I didn't know what else to call them. They're really just videos. Stuff I find interesting, you know. But let's get over this show. The point of this show is simply this. This show was started to, one, point out smaller channels for you to check out that you may have missed. To point out interesting videos that you may have missed out there because, you know, there's so many places to watch videos and stuff, and maybe you're too busy. And, you know, over time we developed a topic that we talk about topics. This show doesn't always have to have a topic. It just, lately, people have sent me topics. But the other things this show has now become, because when I first started the show, let's be honest here, you have a lot of things you want to talk about. I talked about a lot of things in the community about trolls, and I'm going to fight trolls and do all this stuff. The truth of the matter is, you learn over time, just let them be. Trolls will go away. Those people who rant and rave and do rants on people, who send a messages, and they got to rant every time someone sends a message they don't like, or make a video because someone left a comment they don't like, or rant and try to divide the community and all that stuff, those people eventually go away. Over time, they will run their course, they'll run out of things to do, and they'll just go away. And this is to promote the fun side of YouTube. This is to promote the positive side. This is what the show going forward will be. I will not shout out a video about drama unless it is something that affects a real big part of the community. It has to be something huge for it to even mention it on the show. I will not mention things like the whole Ashton clone incident. That whole thing has run its course. Because what's the point? It's not fun side of YouTube. That's the side no one wants to hear about that side. This show, when they talk about community, they don't want to hear about the drama. They want to hear about the cool things that people are doing. The show is to support the good things in the community. Like when someone does a new video series, this show should be to shout them out and support them. And people should support the people who try new things. Hey, but nice first attempt, you know. But you know, next time maybe you should think of maybe this might help out. Not your video sucks or the other stuff that people do. This show will be obviously to shout out smaller channels. And my original vision of doing this show, by the way, what would hope come out of the show. Now, some of the cool things that have come out of the show. Some people have mentioned me saying they made cool friends because of the videos I make, and thanks for the shout out, and they gained more people watching videos and more subs, or they got to talk to other cool people because whatever reason they went from here to there. They do that. I tell you, the people deserve credit, not me. I just make a video. The people decide to go there. They deserve all the credit. Those are the cool things. Those are the great. Not great video, not you suck. Those things, you take those with a grain of salt. It's really making a positive influence on people is much cooler to me than the actual those kind of things. But one of the things I had hoped for this channel to do when I first started that hasn't actually panned out yet was that more people would shout out smaller channels. check out channel lists are alright, and you know what? Putting a like to and leave your comment, those are all fine. But the truth is, actually shouting out a person in your video does more for that person and their channel than all those combined. And so this is where I'm going to challenge people in the community today. You can call it challenge, you can call it tag. That maybe you can do it at the end of your video, or you can make a video if you want it, to shout out a channel or two, or as many as you want, that don't get noticed that you think they do, and why you think that channel is so great. Because people who love or are passionate about channel do a much better job than one person just looking at channel and describing it. The only rule is they cannot be your friend. That's my challenge to people out there in the community. You can call it challenge, call it tag, call it whatever you want. A lot of time, because it used to be when people found great channels, they shout out. Not so much anymore. People don't shout out channels like they want to. Said I'm not going to get into negativity. The show is about positive. The topics I bring are just supposed to be for fun. They're not supposed to be drama driven. They're not supposed to, when you say North America, the difference between North America and UK, that was just a fun topic. It was not meant to be drama driven, and people say that they get caught up in that stuff too much. So let's get to the videos to check out today. First of all, our first video is from none other than Retroroadshow. Retroroadshow, what the Teddy Ruxpin possessed. It's really funny to see his Teddy Ruxpin and how funnily possessed this thing seems. It's a really fun video. Next up is Chipsturs collecting tips, collecting video games. This is the first of a series he's going to do of collecting tips. A really cool video, a lot of comedy in this video. Next up is JumbleJunkie's Arcade Collection Tour 1.0, actually it says in the video. But in this video he shows, not only does he show all of his arcade machines they have so now, but he also tells the stories and how he got them, obviously his history with them, and some of the things he had to do to get them working and stuff like that. So we should check that out. Next up is Henry Blazer 20 Legend of Zelda watch review from the 80s, Nelsonic. So if you've never seen the Legend of Zelda watch, check it out. Next up, the EMU review 5,000 subscriber special contest giveaway and small room tour. Now he's doing two giveaways at once. Now the first giveaway is for people who leave comments to his video between now and the end of April. And if you leave a positive comment, you'll be in the group in the drawing to win his 3 music CDs, and if you know him, you know one of his favorite games of all time. That game, you'll have to go check out the video to find out what that is. And then people who leave a video response will actually get 3 of his music CDs. Now the other one, by the way, the game is Micro Machines, but for the PS2. So leave a positive comment, leave a positive tour if you want to enter in that contest. Also, what's really cool in this video is he does show you his real small room tour and stuff. He is also working on his new album also, so best of luck to him for that. Next up is RetroGamerVX I'm Back, plus new Geek Lab, plus Retro Road Tour, Saturday 16th, April 11th. Okay, his new Geek Lab is actually his new game room. He shows you his new layout of his new game room. He's back on YouTube, obviously, again. And that he'll be at a retro event Saturday 16th April Saturday the 16th April 2011. Go check out the video if you want to know where he'll be at, if you want to possibly meet up with him. Next up is MaximumRD Inside, the 5200 VCS Adaptor PLUS standalone gameplay demo. If you've never seen a VCS adapter that also plays Atari 2600 games, check that out. Now, talking about MaximumRD, I am going to get to Mark Vidger's tag video in a little bit later, but he did a response, and his first one is MaximumRD's LOL tag response blooper, where he's about to talk in the video and he gets a call. I got a package and it's only 39 seconds. But somebody else, Newcoleco, did a video LOL tag response blooper where he did a computer animated version of the audio, took the audio from that video, do a funny computer animated version of the reenactment of what MaximumRD did. It's a really cool video. MaximumRD, like that video. It's really cool when people do fun things that people don't get upset about. When someone does something cool and fun, not meaning to do any harm, it's always really cool. Next up, this one, it was suggested by Amy's Bro. This was DaveInchNails. Used to be 8-Bit Memoirs channel. This is his new channel. It is his intro/gaming trunk tour. He shows you his new house. He explains some of the directions of this new channel, and then he shows you a trunk he has in his house where he currently has all of his games in the system and shows you what he has in it. So if you're interested, check that out. And next up is Technomancer 1, Wendy's Pac-Man toy collection. He finally got the whole collection. If you didn't know, Wendy's is doing this Pac-Man toy and kid meals right now. And he shows you all of the toys that they have out. So you should check that out. Next up is Classic L337 Air Penguin iPhone gameplay review, if you've never seen this game for the iPhone. And next up is JayyBlackheart Video Gaming and Channel Updates Black Vlog Episode 1. Now really quick, there is a voice appearance by Amy Bros in this video. But if you want to get a good laugh, when he's trying to describe something in this video, he has to do 4 retakes, and he leaves the retakes in there, and it's really funny if you really need a really good laugh. It's also, he's back on that channel, and he tells you the direction of where he's going on the channel from here on out. Now, let's get to some observations people have had, discussions. First one is by LukiWookie1234, Gaming Community United, please video respond. This is basically his video. This is not a drama, this is not a rant, this is his heartfelt opinion of what he wished the gaming community would get back to, his observations for being a gaming community, what he thinks has changed. These are not on a group, this is not against a big channel, this is not against a group of people, this is just an observation of the community in general. The next video in response to that would be LMA187's How Has This Community Changed from 1 year ago to now? Really heartfelt, honest opinion, because he loves the gaming community, that he says what he says in the video. And last but not least, Amy's Bros video gaming community comparison, then versus now. I know there's a way to watch this video and think he's ripping on me, because he does mention me in this video, but he just meant in this video that more people need to shout out other people and not expect one person to shout at people in the community. All these 3 videos are from people who care about the community, who love the community, and they're just giving their honest, heartfelt opinion of the things in the community that they like, that they wish they'd see come back, or some of the things they've seen change. This is not directed at any single person. It's just honestly their view, and there's nothing wrong with people giving their honest view on things. Now, next up, ironically enough, so they were talking about tag videos, I've got 2 tag videos for you today. The first one is by Red Hoplite. Tag video, 5 questions about yourself and a game for high score challenge. But the 5 questions he has for an open tag for everybody is, question number 1, how long have you been gaming? Which of course for me, that's been 30 years. Question number 2, how long have you been collecting games / retro games? Which I've only started a year and a half ago. Question number 3, if you were only allowed 1 console, what would it be? For me, this is rather a simple question. It would be none other than the Atari 2600. And nextly, number 4, what 1 game keeps you coming back for more every year? And for me, this is rather simple. The game one of my favorite games of all time that I do put in every year, be honest enough, every year to play it, is Final Fantasy Tactics. That's one of my favorite games of all time. Number 5, what game would you suggest for a friendly community challenge? A friendly community challenge. One game that I've never seen anybody do. How about a game that's not available on a lot of systems? How about the Atari 2600 and Gorf on the Atari 2600? How about that game? I used to love playing that game back in the day, actually. My wife hates me when I say back in the day. She's like, why do you keep saying that? You sound so old. Because it was 30 years ago when I started playing gaming. It is old. Anyway, so Mark Pagier did a tag. On emulation, good, bad, and ugly, open tag, ad hoc style. What are your thoughts on emulation? Good, bad, and ugly. Now, a lot of people have done video responses to this video, and to be honest with you, I consider emulation to be good. A lot of these old arcade games, a lot of these old systems, maybe for natural reasons you can't play the game. Emulation is great to go play those games over again. And with emulation having online play with other people, it's even better. Listen, for all the hype everybody in the community gets, the truth of the matter is Nintendo, Sega, these companies have allowed MAME to happen. They've kind of said, okay, MAME is fine. We don't have no problem with it. So why is everybody else getting upset about it? If they're not upset, why are you upset? Emulation is done in several forms today. It's no big deal. It's just when you emulate new games that I personally have a problem. When you emulate systems that are no longer in circulation or no longer for sale, then there's no point. Any system that is not current generation, that's not have games coming out for anymore, what's the big deal if you play the emulation of those games? He did it. Mark Pagier did a very good video on that topic. Next up is MameCade, excuse me. Dungeons and Dragons Mattel Electronic Handheld Game. Now, honestly, I love handheld games I've never seen before. This is one I've never seen before. It's really cool. Check it out. I know he's got more of these videos coming in the future. And last video to check out for the day, Turnabout ENT video log plus shoutouts, where he does some shoutouts of some cool people in the community. So go check out his vlog and his shoutouts. So today I have 5 channels for you to check out. First one is by HANNEN 1987. He has 194 subs, and he was shouted out by Rob Snake, which I'll put him down, check out channel list. And his reason why he needs this guy needs shouts, he says, because the guy does game reviews, unboxing, and picks up videos. So if you're interested, check out his channel. Next up is PS3 Moonlight. He has 37 subs. He does gameplay on his channel. Next up, Gears of Shock, 21 subs. He does unboxing, review, and gameplay. Next is Brady Nintendo Fan, has 19 subs, does gameplay, has done a video on cleaning out NES controller. He's done video response. He's done a custom NES paint job. He's done a clean game cartridge videos. Next up is Super Show Backup 2, 619 subs, and that channel basically does gameplay. Oh, one other thing I want to talk about when I was describing my channel. One of the actual hopes I had for this channel when I first started it was that people in the community, and this is why I'm going to say this at the end of every video, send me the videos and channels you think need shouting out and why you like those channels. Send me if you do a new series, send me your new series, a message or a share a video with it, of new series you started and why you started the new series. Because my first original vision also when I started doing this was that people would send me the people they think that were supposed to be, they think should be shouted out, whether it be channel or video, and why they liked it. And then eventually this channel will be more of me saying why and who shouted out these other channels than myself always doing it, because it's much better when you have more community representation when it's supposed to be a community show than it is one person. So guys, I will see you on Monday, if the camera wants to shut off.